I'm having a blast. I haven't gotten into the stage yet. We just did pictures outside, and we did a little. We're doing the pink carpet now and doing these interviews. I'm having a lot of fun. I haven't gotten into the stage, but I heard the that they were showing the season 2, I think, premiere thingy to people before we do the panel. But I'm excited. I can't wait.
People waited 3 hours outside to get into this screening. Fans love this. What reception do you get from fans when you meet them on the street?
That it's changed their lives. I'm sorry. That's like, wow. I mean, it's a really important show to a lot of people. This is the first time that so many people are seeing themselves represented on TV, you know, especially like young queer people, especially young black and brown queer people, you know. So not only seeing themselves represented, but like, you know, these are our life stories, these are experiences being shared for the world to see, you know, and I think it's important for the world to see because the world has so much to do with the experience that we have, you know, in our lives and in our society.
I got to peek ahead at a few episodes, and there's this scene where Angel's having that photo shoot, the real photo shoot. Did you get to keep the pictures?
Well, we were talking about it. Hopefully, you know, that's my rap gift. I think that's what somebody said it's gonna be. They'll be like, "Oh, we'll give it to you as your little rap gift."
What? You don't have them already?
I don't have them already, no.
The ballroom.
Maybe after they show it on TV, they'll probably give it to me, and then I'll post it up.
The ballroom scenes are so much fun to watch. How much fun are they to shoot?
Oh, they're really fun to shoot, and that's the time where I get to mingle and like connect with all the people in my community that I know, you know, that I've been, you know, that I was living in foster care with, you know, people from the scene, you know, that I know from the balls. So like the ballroom scenes are really beautiful, and that's the part of I think the show that I feel the most at home, and that I feel the most myself and the most like super comfortable and like the least like I'm working. But those are also the most strenuous scenes that we shoot. Like one ballroom scene is like it goes on for like 3 days, you know, so there's so much to shoot and the hours are always very long. So I commend everyone that, you know, comes in and dedicates their talent and time to be there, especially, you know, the actors who are in background. I have so much respect and love for them.
For the first time this year, ABC7 here in Los Angeles is going to air the full Gay Pride Parade. Why is it important that we're doing this, and what does it mean to the little kids who get to watch this who didn't have that growing up?
Well, there's a lot of people who don't understand why there's a time of the month or an event that queer people get to just be free at, you know, and get to celebrate ourselves. I mean, queerness has been so heavily policed since, I mean, like the dawn of colonialism. And I think the queer pride event is literally like the most decolonized, free event that nobody has to worry about being judged at ever. No one has to worry about their bodies being policed. Nobody has to worry about, like, that's literally why people go there and like barely even wear any clothes. It's a symbol of, like, you know, like if you see like a lot of the queer people, like a lot of us, you know, especially femmes and people who are assigned female at birth, don't wear shirts, you know, during Pride, because that's a really important symbol of body autonomy and like your body's not being policed. And I think like queerness is all about having your freedom to self-determine and freedom of safety and like bodily autonomy. So I think it's a really important event, and you know, it being televised, thank you so much, ABC, is gonna, I think it's gonna create space for people to ask questions, you know, who don't understand, who don't get it, but are also at the same time responsible for the rights that we have. Because, you know, it's kind of funny, like, our existence and our experiences are up for debate. You know, our access to healthcare is up for debate. And the people who vote on it are not us, you know? It's people who don't have our experiences, who don't understand why we exist or how we exist or where we come from, what our history is, you know? and so much of that history has been erased. So that's why, in context to like pride and queerness and gender variance, I talk about colonialism a lot, because before colonialism, that's the only dated history that we have of queerness and gender variant people having any sort of relevancy in civilization and in community. That's the only time that there's any history or anything um, uh, that humanizes our experiences. So that's why I talk about colonialism a lot in that context, because people think that queerness just like happened out of nowhere and out of nothing, and that's just not true. So, you know, I really appreciate everything that's happening today for all the brands and the fashion outlets that are participating in Pride. I think it's really important that they are. But one thing I'll say is, celebrating Pride and celebrating queer people shouldn't be about selling to queer people. It should be about giving to queer people, especially those of us who are homeless and disenfranchised. And I urge, fashion brands and brands out there who are looking to give to ask us where are the organizations that are actually doing the work and making sure that queer POC and queer people are accessing the resources that they need, because uh, y- I mean, a lot of people who are actually in need aren't receiving help, from the most popular institutions that we see we see being talked about a lot. So,
Oh,
thank you,
thank you. Yeah,
thank you
no,
so
thank you.
much.
It was
I
long into it.
appreciate
Thank you. Yeah, and your Twitter was on fire today. So I agree with you. But yeah, thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.